Do what must be done. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
Hello there, this is Darth Melvin, leader of the Knights of Melvin. Kathleen Kennedy is staying at Lucasfilm. She is not retiring. There's no hope for Disney Star Wars, in case you were clinging to this garbage canon that is going to feature Rey for years to come. I don't know why anyone would cling to it. And now that the Kathleen Kennedy rumors have been debunked, the ones that people have been clickbaiting for years, they have to move on to something else. And I imagine you're going to be seeing this thrown out a lot. Disney has been trying to sell Star Wars for 7 months, according to Chris Gore. But no one will buy it. Film Threat seeks additional information. Now, Disney Star Wars, they have taken L after L after L after L, and they clearly don't know what they're doing with Star Wars. I think they should sell Disney Star Wars, because they clearly can't make money off of it. How do you come up with an idea for the Shield Cruiser Hotel? It's ridiculous. But there's a lot of business, there's a lot of politics involved, and them actually selling Star Wars, as much as I would like to see that, I don't know if that's really realistic, and I don't know if that's ever going to happen, despite how bad it's been. Now, on this channel, we are avenging Star Wars, and the ultimate goal is for Disney to sell the fucking IP to someone else. All I can say is, can't promise that's going to happen, but you have to be at peace with what Star Wars is, what real Star Wars is, and that is the George Lucas movies and the expanded universe. And if you are at peace with what real Star Wars is, it doesn't matter what Disney does with this, whether they sell it or not. We will just continue to enjoy real Star Wars and watching the failures of Disney Star Wars and point and laugh. And if they do end up selling it, then that is extra and a gigantic win, and that'd be actually amazing. Now, as far as this rumor goes, I think it's fake news. It's fake news. I don't believe any scoopers in Star Wars at all. I don't believe any of them. They're all proven to be liars. They hope grift. They bank on your hope that Disney will turn it around, and if you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. Disney Star Wars will never get better. It is trash. And they will never have a culture change. They will never just suddenly get it. They will never erase the canon that you don't like. They will double and triple down on their shit. Until possibly a sale. Possibly. That's what Chris Gore is saying. And let's take a look at the video.
I have heard some news, and we don't do gossip on this channel. We react to things, we'll do commentary.
Now, I don't know much about Chris Gore. I just know that he looks like Rosie O'Donnell. Shout out to Greg Hates Everything. This is a great tweet. I mean, look at this guy. Exactly like Rosie O'Donnell. And this guy's telling us that Disney is selling Star Wars? Well, let's see.
I am told from a friend in the industry that Disney has been shopping Star Wars for sale. They have been shopping the brand. They've been putting feelers out for the last 7 months. Now, part of my purpose with sharing this information with you.
Who the fuck would not want to buy Star Wars? Disney just doesn't know what they're doing with it. They bought it for cheap. $4 billion is cheap what they bought it for. And you could be printing money with Star Wars. You have people that fucking despise 80 to 90% of Disney Star Wars, but they hate me even more. They hate someone like me who says fuck Disney Star Wars entirely, and they continue to support with their Communist Plus subscriptions. They will continue to write blank checks to Disney, especially buy all their merch, and especially if they produce one project they like, they will jizz all over Disney Star Wars. You have people like that. So imagine if someone bought it who actually had vision and actually knew what they were doing. Imagine how successful that would be. And you're telling me people aren't interested in buying? I mean, how much is it worth now? They bought it for $4 billion. How much is it worth now when they've ran it into the ground?
This is from a friend who is not in the nerd space, not in the YouTube space, not a media person. This is a friend in the world of finance. So a trusted individual who says for 7 months, they have put feelers out about selling Star Wars. Now, it's unclear if they are selling Star Wars or they're selling Lucasfilm as part of Star Wars, or the whole thing. Is it the whole thing? I don't know. But this is what I've been told.
Oh, I've been told this by an anonymous source. Oh. How many of these scoopers have anonymous sources that are always wrong? How many of them? And how many people continue to believe it? It doesn't even matter if you believe it or not. We're watching it. We're talking about this. That's why they do it.
I am asking for people who might have information to come forward and let us know. Now, can we speculate? What would this look like?
Okay, let's just say they did sell Star Wars. They're still going to be in bed with Disney for a very long time. Just because of all the rights to the Disney movies.
See, what I imagine, if there is a sale, I don't think Disney would hand it over 100% and wash their hands of it. I think they would hold on to some shit with it, like rights to do the parks, burn Galaxy's Edge down to the ground, and make an actual Star Wars park. Like a real Star Wars park, not a way park. Or maybe that's just too difficult for them. Maybe that's too difficult for them, because that's supposed to be their thing, and they can't even do that right. Even if they sell it 100% and not hold on to the merchandising or anything, or not be like partners, and they just won't be producing the films, and they won't really have a say in it. I don't know. I don't really think that's likely.
They have been shopping it for 7 months, and there are no takers. That was the thing.
Yeah.
The person.
That's fucking ridiculous. There's no takers. Maybe their asking price is too high, despite them running it into the ground. I mean, it's got to be worth more than $4 billion. You can literally print money if you had enough money to buy it and had enough money to produce the movies the way they should be produced. I find it hard to believe there's no buyers. And especially if Disney's not selling it 100%, I could definitely see someone coming in and taking that offer and making movies. And whether they're good or not, anyone who comes in, they have to make it better than Disney. You can't make them that bad. The bar is set so low.
I want to get to what the specifics are, so I need other people in the industry to fill me in.
What exactly are you buying? Because you're basically, it's like selling the Playboy Mansion, knowing that Hugh Hefner is still going to live there for a while. I mean, that's the sense I get with this, because Disney is so intertwined with this that, I can't imagine them giving it away, selling it away 100%. The merchandising, the film, the assets, the all the licenses that have been that are out now. Are you really buying Lucasfilm, or are you just buying? Are you just owner in name only, and Disney will still run things?
Theme park rights, I think, would be up Disney's alley, but they have Galaxy's Edge, and they've had that for so long and haven't figured it out that sucks ass. You could bring in a Star Wars fan off the streets, unemployed, put a whole team of them together, and they'd come up with some shit way better than Galaxy's Edge and the Shield Cruiser Hotel. It's like they want to lose money.
Disney has been shopping Star Wars for 7 months and can find no buyers.
Yeah.
Let's do an investigation together and get the full story.
Just a garbage video. Really, he just threw it out there that they're looking to sell and been looking for 7 months. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. And this is convenient that this is happening right after the hopium has gone dry for Kathleen Kennedy. I'm telling you, you're going to be seeing this more and more. And I think these scoopers get together and have conferences on how they can commit fraud in the Star Wars fandom. And they all circle jerk Doomcock. That is an initiation to get into this group. Gore's industry connections outside the media sphere, claims a trusted source in the financial sector informed him that Disney's been putting out feelers. I'm sure he has connections inside the media sphere. Who doesn't have connections? What's his track record? Someone has to go back and check Gore's track record. Now, I know he's been in movies like A League of Their Own. He was on The View for a short time. But what's his track record as a scooper? It sounds like this is a collaborative effort by these groups to start talking about Disney selling Star Wars, and you will never hear the end of it. Never. See, with Kathleen Kennedy, she gets old. Eventually, she has to retire. Eventually, you will be right when you say she's retiring every year. Eventually, you will be correct after being wrong 20 times. Now, for Disney selling Star Wars, you can just keep saying this. And there's no time limit to it. None at all. This is from a friend who is not in the nerd space, not in the YouTube space, not a media person. This is a friend in the world of finance, Gore stated. Oh, okay, so that makes it legitimate. A person that we don't know, a mystery person who's not a YouTube guy, but is a finance guy. Trusted individual, and he's trusted everyone. He's a trustworthy person who says for 7 months they have put feelers out about selling Star Wars. It remains unclear whether Disney is looking to sell the entire Star Wars brand, Lucasfilm as a whole, or just select assets given Disney's deep integration with Star Wars through Disney+. Theme park, attractions, merchandise, and licensing deals, any potential sale would likely be complex. I agree. Selling it 100%, why do that when you could hold on to some shit? If you know, because like I said, this was printing money, if you know what you're doing. Why would you sell 100% of it to someone if you knew they were going to turn around and make it a success and you're not going to hold on to some pieces? That's what I think a potential sale might look like. I don't think Disney's selling Star Wars, at least not right now. I think it's fake news, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I would love to see Disney sell Star Wars. Despite me hating scoopers, I can't stand the Kathleen Kennedy rumors because they're highly irritating. That was always fake news, never going to happen. This fake news, I could tolerate a little more because I want it to happen. I want Disney to sell Star Wars. But just because they sell it, just because they make a sale, that doesn't mean it's necessarily a win. What if they hold on to a lot of shit? What if they keep Disney canon in place? That's the big one. Whoever buys it, is Disney canon going to still reign supreme according to the fake fans? Or is that going to be eradicated, officially eradicated by the people that own it? I mean, it's already eradicated amongst the real fans, but the people that own it, how are they going to interpret the canon? That's a big one. Now, for me, if Disney is out of the picture completely and the Disney canon is eradicated and they hit the reset button, whatever they do with Star Wars, I will just be so happy that Disney canon is no more and that all the crybabies will forever cry about Way being reduced to Wedgens. And I just think that'd be amazing. Now, would I get mad at the new company for fucking up Star Wars? Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'd have to start a whole new movement for that. But I think take it one step at a time. Even if the new company completely fucked it up, the idea that Disney failed would just be amazing. it would be a very long celebration. It would last months, maybe a year. A year's worth of celebrating. Every day knowing that Disney canon has been reduced to legends. Let me know in the comments what you think about Chris Gore / Rosie O'Donnell. Do you think Disney's going to sell Star Wars? I don't think so. I don't believe any rumors or scoopers in the Star Wars fandom. I think they're all frauds. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope they are looking to sell. What do you guys think? Make sure to become a Knight, subscribe to the channel. Join the Knights of Melvin Discord. Help a lot to take down Disney and all their shills.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the shills. At last we will have revenge.
Damn well sure we'll avenge it.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.